Hey guys, Brutus here. So I wanted to go over a few things from the last video. So I feel like the point I was trying to make wasn't coming across. That might have just been the lack of, I guess, me describing things. So, first off, I'm going to explain the Fallen Order Covenant ability for Windwalker. I feel like it's really RNG, and the only value you get out of it is if you randomly proc a Fallen Tiger Adept out of all three. Because the Crane Adepts don't really do anything. They like do a small heal, and the Ox ones just keg smash. It's just a slow. So, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna hit that. We're just gonna auto attack it so these can kind of start hitting. So this one right here is the Fallen Monk, and you know, it does a fair bit of melee damage. So the Keg Smash, it doesn't do anything. That one hit for like 200 right there. Spinning Crane Kicks are, it's a little bonus damage. Then we have the melee attacks. I feel like this can be like brought down a little bit and maybe increase the damage of this. Just because these don't do, you know, they don't do Fist of Fury like the tooltip says they do. So that's one of the things. And of course the Duo of Shadows for Windwalker is actually really good. I'm not gonna like talk bad on that one too much, but okay. The next point I'm gonna try to make is Turbo Fists. So this is still a parry on the beta. And the way that Windwalker works on the beta is you have a lot of pet damage. It's almost related to an Unholy DK more than a warrior this time. So, if I like pop Zwen right here and then I Fist of Fury, I'm gonna do a fair bit of damage. So like, let's see here, where's my Zwen? There's something called Empowered Tiger Lightning. There we go. So this ability right here, it does 10% of the damage that you've done every 4 seconds while you have Zwen up, so it's a pretty strong ability, especially on AoE. I feel like this is a little bit too strong, especially for, you know, this being one thing on its own. That's about 30% of my damage on a 20-minute cooldown. That's AoE as well. That's also excluding the auto attacks, you know. I just don't feel like that's really fair. It's such a boring playstyle to only do damage instead of like... If you want to go back over and look at the first few clips of my video, I had a stun on Fist of Fury. So instead of this slow and parry, it would stun people for 4 seconds, and that would like give me the utility to peel for my teammates, myself, and I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really low rated. I feel like I have a few fair points. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is what I'm trying to explain. So, there's a few good things that I'm not too mad about. So of course our damage is really high. They implemented the Touch of Death passive ability, where you would do damage, and it would increase it basically, into Zwen. And I can understand that, but I feel like it needs a nerf. It's just not fun. This is reverted back to an execute. It's kind of buggy on the beta right now. You can't use it on people when they're 15% or lower. So that doesn't work. Fortifying Brew, they nerfed it by 5% to each, max health and damage taken. That's fair. Baseline, 2-minute cooldown. It's honestly really nice that we don't have to use an auto talent for that anymore. I think they reduced the cooldown of Grapple Weapon. I don't remember. I'll have to go on live and check, but that's about it. There's really nothing new except for Expel Harm. So like, I'm gonna go into this. It actually makes our playstyle feel kinda clean, cause the way it was on beta before this was a passive, you would have two separate abilities. One was Expel Harm, and one was Reverse Harm. Expel Harm costed about 15 energy, did like 150 damage for healing you, and it generated no chi. So, now instead, with this honor talent, it increases your Expel Harm healing by 100%, and it generates 2 chi. I don't know if it's intended, but it generates 3 chi, and it heals for 4k, which is actually really nice, but you can only use it on yourself. So that's also another change. I feel like that's kind of fair, because if I were to just like run up on someone and heal them for almost a quarter of their health, non-crit, I feel like that's a bit too strong. I'm gonna try to record some clips with my friend Savix here when we play beta together, so might have to wait on a bit. I hope that this intro might help with a few things that people might be confused on or didn't understand in my last video. I did want to follow up with a beta video, so this should be it. See you in the next clips later, guys. So I was looking over the recording I just made, and I just wanted to like re-say something. Invoke's 1 isn't a 20-minute cooldown, it's a 2-minute cooldown. Just thought I should kind of go back and say that, because I can see a few people maybe getting confused on that, so just thought I should clear that up. Alright guys, so Savix isn't on. He always messages me that I'm never awake when he's streaming, so we can't do beta. So if he ever gets on and I see him, we'll try to do a few skirmishes with him. But I've been putting it off for a little bit, so I want to at least be able to, you know, at least get a few clips. So we're gonna run it on this warlock over here. This gateway's on this side, so let's bump our damage. Is when, everything like that. Gonna defuse all the dots since we have everything up. So he's gonna take a lot of damage here, gonna Trinket the Sphere and we'll kill him. Just because I have every single thing out. So this is what I wanted to explain. Windwalkers, we do a lot of damage only when Zwen is out. And that's what I really dislike. So this is a passive ability Zwen does every 4 seconds. It's built like Touch of Death almost in BFA. So 10% of the damage you do while Zwen is up will be activated every 4 seconds. Like it resets, you do damage, then he deals that damage by 10%, then it resets and repeats. So that's what happened 2 times. This is a enchant you can put on your gear. But Zwen so far did, let's see, 10, about 16% of my damage it looks like it might be. Maybe 14. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of damage for a 2-minute cooldown. And keep in mind, I had, spirits and all that up the entirety of the game because it was very, very short. Meaning, I can only kind of get this kind of damage when I have my Covenant, Zwen, and Spirits out. I can get a lot more damage out with Zwen out if I use Touch of Death on someone, because that would mean I would get maybe like an extra 700 damage. Because it is 35% of my health, which means like 7k. I don't know. This seems really weird. Alright, so this is game 2 against a sub-rogue Affliction, rather than double Affliction. I won't be leaving out any of the games, because I'm going to be playing 5 in a row. So I hope this will stay as close to the games as possible. So, sub-rogues do a very, very large amount of damage. If he doesn't two-shot me, he's doing something wrong, in all honesty. But he's probably gonna kill my Warlock more than me, so we're probably gonna try and go grapple weapon here. Maybe save his life if I can. And I couldn't get combat, it's very unfortunate. It's kind of weird he didn't open. It's very bad of me to do that. So I'm just gonna pop my cooldowns, try to kill the Warlock as fast as I possibly can. I'm gonna pour it over here if I had my port set up. But yeah, he just kind of killed my Warlock with these, and that's really bad. Just gonna give karma, maybe get a small heal out of it if I can. I don't know. I did a lot of things wrong in this game. Kick that, he blinds me quarter into a full kidney. Now I'm gonna die here really fast, I'm gonna assume. Cheap shots me, maybe, no. That's sad. So, a few things I want to kind of touch up here about Sub-Rogue. I feel like this dot, where is it? It's, Serrated Bone Spike. It does kind of a bit of damage for just a dot. 1100 for one? Well, like, the Warlock maybe here has, like... This is his best dot, I'm pretty sure. Unstable Affliction. 623, this one to 600. Drain Life is a different one because it has to cast. This one's only 200, 623. I feel like that's so much damage for a Sub-Rogue to have in a dot. I don't know. But Shadow Strike, it does 10% of my health for one cast. And a legendary they have on the beta right now makes it cast twice after like 2 seconds. So if he presses 3, I'm basically dead. He doesn't even have to stun me because he goes straight through my karma. Because Lightless Force, melee, Shadow Blades. If you press Evis, you're actually trolling. It's actually a damage reduction. Alright, so it's fortunate that this third game is going to be a 3v3 scenario. I'm going to have to try to maybe run at the Disc Priest, I don't know, we'll have to see. So let's see here, I have a Druid on my team. Druids aren't the best on beta, I'm pretty sure. I actually think it is Disc, or maybe a Resto Shaman? I know Holy Paladin's really bad right now. I have no idea about Mist either, I haven't seen one. But we're gonna see how this goes. So we're just gonna kinda... I'm gonna hit the priest here. I don't leg sweep him. Fears me. It's weird. Kicked him. And kept the healer here, I guess, I don't know. It's taking no kind of damage. Killed my Warlock. Shadow Priest off healing's pretty cool. Okay, so there's another thing I wanted to show. So, Empowered Tiger Lightning, the more damage you do to like AoE, the more just kind of increases the damage in PvP. So say a Warlock has like a Demonology Warlock, I mean. So it has a lot of imps out, and you're cleaving it. This happened to me, except I was fighting a prop paladin Windwalker, and my Tiger Lightning hit someone for 12k. I don't have that recorded, but I can almost promise you that it did happen. It's very interesting. So, fourth game is Shadow Priest Sub-Rogue. Now, I feel like any game is drastically unwinnable with the Sub-Rogue on their team, but I'll have to see. Maybe they'll mess up or something, so... possible. Let me get combat luckily, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on my warlock, and maybe I can help him if the rogue opens on him. Okay, I'm just shadowy duels him, I guess. It's weird. I'm gonna disarm him. Vanishes, I guess, I don't know. Blinds me half. Kills my warlock. It's just so bad, man. It's so bad. It's not even fun. Like, look at that man. 4 Shadow Strike casts, and he hits me 17 times. Or us. Alright, so this is the final game of the 5 I'm gonna play. As you can see, I've only played 4. And it's against Windwalker Shadow Priest, but I have a Sub-Rogue on my team. So, we both can assume how this is gonna go. He can 1v2 regardless of me being there or not, so... I don't know. Like, some of these games I even play good karma, just because Windwalker dies too fast. And then there's some cases where I don't even want to press it, because even if I do, I'm just gonna die through it instantly. So I don't know. It just doesn't do anything. Like, I don't even feel like it heals me sometimes. I don't know. I'm gonna drink that. It just disappeared. Oh no, weird. Yeah. So he almost kills the Windwalker. Like, here, I'll let you see. Maybe he'll 1v2. I don't know. We'll see. So he blinds the priest here. No. He gets off the Windwalker, so... It's really weird. That rogue isn't good. Like, he shadowy dueled someone? Well, he shadowy dueled the monk. Tried to solo him, rather than dueling him low and then finishing him. I don't know. Cast a Shadow Strike 6 times. Hits 13. Shadowy Blades, I don't know. Lightless Force, I don't care, it's an enchant. Still kind of high damage, I feel like it shouldn't do that much. Cold Blood, still, it's fine. It's just baseline health, I guess, for a minute. I don't know. Shadow Strike damage needs to be nerfed, and they need to, like, buff all these other damages. Like, especially if they're using the Legendary. It also needs to, actually, here, let me go make a rig and I'll show you guys the Legendary. Okay, so we're making our sub-rogue now. Just logged in. And now we're gonna, like, I don't know. We're gonna show you guys the Legendary if I remember which one it is. Okay. So the way it is on beta is that you have to buy a reagent or something here from one of the vendors. I'll go over here and go show you guys. I don't even want to go over the Windwalker legendaries just because they're so bad. Like, none of them are good. So we're gonna get this, we're gonna buy a few of these, probably like 3. We'll just get like some of these just so you know. Also, this, it's just like, I don't know, has no model. So let's go over here. We're gonna go see the Rune Carver, go show you guys the legendaries. Okay. Okay, so now we're sub. We'll go check the chest first. Eviscerate, Rupture, Shadow Vault, increase the damage of your next finishing move. This is basically, Knight's Vengeance as a right trait. Same Vanish one. We'll skip this, since it's not the, what was it called? I don't know, Shadow Strike or something. Shift causes your poison and bleeds on the target to, like, spread. That one doesn't seem very good. After using Shadow Strike or Cheap Shot, your target suffers Shadow Strike from the shadows 2 seconds later at 100% effectiveness. This is what everyone is using. I don't know. It's just, it's too good. I'm gonna skip this. It's nothing too special. So, there's that. Already looked at that one. We've already seen these two. Like these ones over here, these are more for Torghast, so we don't worry about that. So if you guys played WoD, this Deathly Shadows one is the 5 set, or I mean 4 set, for the PvP bonus, where if you vanished, it would increase your critical strike chance of your finishing move by like 100% and gave you 5 combo points. Let's see. 2 seconds after activating Symbols of Death, your Shadow Strike generates 4 additional combo points. This one has a lot of potential to be good. If they nerf the other legendary, if you like. So, this one, nothing really special. Same legendary. Okay, so this is the legendary shoulders from, what's it called? Legion, where it would increase your critical strike. Maybe it could be good in PvP, if they ever, you know, allow legendaries to be used. But, yeah, that's all of them. I'm not gonna test them just because I really don't want to play Rogue on beta. Like, there's nothing enjoyable about it. You just do so much damage, there's just no point. I log on to test Monk in beta and find out that it's like somehow worse than BFA. And I don't know. It's just not even fun. And like, I've also put in a bug report for Blackout Kick. It costs no chi. Like, it costs none. But the tooltip on Tiger Palm says it makes it cost no chi by 8% chance or something. I don't know. Don't know how that popped up, but okay. So, maybe we can get a proc just so we can show you guys. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, my chi isn't falling or anything. It's just rather strange. And I mean, I'm okay with Blackout Kick costing no chi. It's just gonna be a very boring playstyle. Like, who wants to be spamming this? It makes our mastery completely useless because all we're gonna be doing is spamming out Rising Sun Kick and Fist of Fury. And then filling in with, just a bunch of Blackout Kicks. I don't know, it's just... doesn't look fun. Like, here, we got a free proc. But Blackout Kick's still free. I don't know. It's so boring. Thanks for watching, guys.